Have you ever just looked at your life, your job, your friends, your daily grind, and had this weird sudden feeling that none of it feels real anymore? Like the world you thought you knew just isn't adding up? Well, you're not going crazy, and it's not necessarily a crisis. In many spiritual traditions, this feeling is a huge sign that you're shedding an old version of yourself and waking up to who you really are. It can feel confusing and honestly, a little lonely, but you're not the only one. So, in this video, we're going to break down the 10 signs that your reality is shifting and what it all means for you. The first sign is this powerful sense of being disconnected from your own life. It's like you're an actor who suddenly forgot all their lines, and the stage you're on feels totally foreign. The career you were once so fired up about might suddenly feel hollow. The friend groups you were part of can start to feel draining or just off. While these feelings can sometimes be linked to depression or burnout from a spiritual viewpoint, this is your soul hitting the eject button on circumstances you've outgrown. It's a feeling that the very fabric of your reality has changed, not just the stuff happening in it. This sense of alienation is the first whisper that you're not the same person you used to be, and a new reality is ready to come through. Next up, you start asking the big questions. You might find yourself wide awake at 3 a.m. wondering, what is the point of all this? Or, who am I, really? You start looking past the surface-level stuff society tells you to want, the job titles, the new car, the social status. And you start craving real meaning. Easy answers just don't cut it anymore. This is a huge shift from just living your life to wanting to understand why you're living it. This intense questioning isn't a sign that you're lost. It's a sign that your inner compass is firing up, pushing you to find a life that feels authentic to your soul, not one that was just handed to you. Sign number 3 is a massive spike in your sensitivity. This can show up in a few ways. You might find you have way more empathy, feeling other people's joy or pain like it's your own. Crowded places like malls or concerts that used to be fun might now feel completely overwhelming because you're soaking up all the emotional energy in the room. You might also get more sensitive to your environment. Bright lights feel harsher, loud noises are more jarring, and certain smells can be overpowering. Now, some spiritual beliefs connect this to a rising frequency, but this can be better understood as a psychological shift. As your mind lets go of superficial distractions, your awareness naturally expands, and you become way more tuned in to the subtle details of the world around you. The fourth sign is getting hit with sudden intense waves of emotion that seem to pop up out of nowhere. You might burst into tears for no clear reason, or feel random surges of anger, sadness, or even pure joy. In many spiritual practices, this is seen as a kind of emotional detox. The idea is that as you awaken, old buried emotions and past traumas come to the surface to finally be seen and released. While this is a common part of personal growth, if these emotional waves feel totally overwhelming or they just won't let up, it's always a good idea to talk with a mental health professional. These emotional releases, as uncomfortable as they can be, are making space for more peace and resilience down the road. The fifth sign is when your intuition gets a major upgrade. That quiet little gut feeling you used to ignore is suddenly loud, clear, and surprisingly reliable. You might get a strong urge to call a friend, only to find out they were just thinking about you. Or, you might have a sudden, aha! moment about a problem that's been bugging you for weeks. This is your inner compass, your higher self, speaking to you more directly. As you start to peel back the layers of what society expects, you create a clearer channel to your own inner wisdom. Learning to trust these intuitive hits is a game changer for navigating your new reality. It's like the universe is giving you a direct line to help you make choices that are truly right for your soul's path. If any of this is hitting home for you, drop a comment below and let us know which sign you've been feeling the most. Sharing your story really helps everyone else on this wild journey feel a little less alone. Sign number 6 is when you start seeing synchronicities or meaningful coincidences everywhere. You might see repeating numbers like 1111 or 444 all the time, or you think of an old song and it immediately comes on the radio. Maybe you're pondering a question, and the answer pops up on a billboard you drive past. In spiritual circles, these are often seen as little winks from the universe, reassuring you that you're on the right track. From a scientific perspective, there's also a clear explanation for this. Psychological phenomena, like pattern recognition and confirmation bias, where our brains are wired to notice and give meaning to things we're already focused on. But whether you see it as a cosmic sign, or your own mind highlighting what's important, the result is the same, a feeling of being deeply connected to the world around you. When your inner world starts to transform, your outer world has to keep up. Sign number 7 is a huge shift in your relationships and hobbies. You might find that you just don't click with your old friends anymore. The conversations feel shallow, and the things you used to do together don't bring you joy. And let's be honest, this part can really hurt. It's a natural part of growth though. As your own internal vibe changes, you naturally move away from people and situations that aren't on the same wavelength. It's not about judging them, it's about energetic alignment. You'll find yourself being drawn to new people who get the new you, and new interests like meditation, spending time in nature, or creative hobbies that actually feed your soul. Sign number 8 is developing an almost allergic reaction to anything that feels fake. You just can't do it anymore. The meaningless small talk, the soulless job, the pretending to be someone you're not just to fit in. You have this deep, undeniable craving to live in a way that's completely aligned with your values. This hunger for authenticity can spark some major life changes. You might feel a pull to leave a safe career, end a long-term relationship, or finally speak your truth in situations where you used to stay quiet. This isn't you being rebellious for the sake of it, it's a profound need for integrity. Your soul is basically demanding that your outer life finally matches your inner truth. Now, this next one is incredibly important, so listen closely. The 9th sign is the appearance of physical symptoms that don't seem to have a clear medical cause. First and foremost, if you are experiencing new physical symptoms like fatigue, aches, dizziness, or digestive issues, your first stop should always be a doctor to rule out any underlying health conditions. Seriously. With that said, in spiritual circles, these are sometimes called ascension symptoms. The belief is that as your consciousness expands, your physical body is working overtime to integrate all these new, higher energies, leading to things like sleep disruptions, body aches, or weird buzzing sensations. But please remember, this is a spiritual interpretation and not a medical diagnosis. Ascribing physical symptoms to a spiritual cause without getting a medical checkup can be harmful. And finally, the 10th sign is a total and permanent shift in how you see the world. All the other signs build up to this one, where you just can't go back to your old way of thinking. You start to feel a deep sense of connection with everyone and everything. The old feeling of being separate begins to fade, and you recognize you're part of a vast, intelligent, and loving universe. Neuroscience shows us that our perception of reality is heavily shaped by our internal beliefs and attention. So, as your inner world changes, the very lens through which you experience life changes with it. This isn't about your old reality being a lie in a bad way, but about realizing that the limited version you saw before was just one chapter in a much bigger, more magical story. It truly feels like you've woken up from a dream. If these signs are hitting close to home, please know that you are not falling apart, you are falling into place. That feeling that your old reality is a lie is just the sound of old rickety structures crumbling to make way for a more authentic, expansive you. This journey of awakening isn't about finding a new reality, but about creating one, consciously and bravely. It's about shedding who you were told to be so you can finally become who you truly are. So embrace the questions, honor the changes, and trust the process. You're not lost. You are finally finding your way home. If this video brought you some clarity or comfort, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content to help you navigate your spiritual journey. And don't forget to share this video with someone who might be going through the same thing. Remember, we're all in this together. Thanks for watching.